So Crown Jewel 2024 is officially in the books, and I must say, man, for a Saudi show that a month ago we were kind of dreading this show happening, this show was actually pretty fun, pretty entertaining. Some great wrestling matches here on this show. Tonight we had a total combination, I think, of 7 matches, which is a rarity for Triple H and his regime, because he usually sticks to his five matches of doom or whatnot. But we did have 7 matches here tonight, and we started off here tonight with the OG Bloodline take on the New Bloodline 3-on-3 tag team match. And this match was really centered around the fact that the OG Bloodline, Jimmy and Roman Reigns, they came out essentially, together without Jey Uso, and Jey Uso came out separate from those two guys. And commentary was kind of, playing it up that, the New Bloodline, one thing that they do have is like they trust each other. They're on the same page and everything, while this original Bloodline is still sort of in the water, and they're still trying to figure out like if they trust each other fully. Now, Bloodline matches usually have a shit ton of shenanigans, and that was the same thing here. Solo Sikoa actually took the dub here and pinned Roman Reigns, which I kind of maybe foresaw, but once it happened, it kind of took me like a sudden surprise, like, oh wow, that's it, that's the finish. But like I said, original Bloodline had to lose here in order to sort of give them a reason to want to have a second match. And that second match is going to take place at War Games. Now, what I did find interesting was the post match, where the New Bloodline is essentially going to take out Roman, Jimmy, and Jay. They put Jay in the corner. They put a steel chair around his neck. Jacob Fatu was about to demolish this man when Sami Zayn comes out. Sami Zayn, who of course has history with the Bloodline, he comes out, and Solo, is asking him like, hey, just, bring it in, give me a hug, let's embrace. And just as soon as Sami Zayn goes to give him a hug, he gives him like a suplex. It leads to Solo being the only one left in the ring, surrounded by Sami, Roman, Jimmy, and Jay. And just as soon as he's about to get hit, Sami ends up taking out Roman with a big boot. And this causes everybody else, Jimmy and Jay, this causes everyone to kind of look at Sami and say like, dude, what are you doing here? You get that cool shot of Roman Reigns just sitting dejected there in the ring, the same Cody Rhodes shot. Now, overall, I thought the post-match stuff was tremendous. We'll see what happens furthering the story on SmackDown. Next, we got a match that coming into this match, I kind of had zero expectations for this match, just because I kind of felt uninterested, but was the tag team women's match. Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill against Chelsea Green, Piper Niven, against Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson, and against Damage Control. This match was really fun. The women put out a banger here tonight. This ended off with, of course, Bianca and Jade retaining the titles. Tremendous match. I can't say enough good things about it. Everybody was into this match. Amazing. Next, we had Bronson Reed against Seth Rollins. This match started off real hot. This match started off actually in the entranceway and in the ramp, but eventually we did get this match back into the ring. And I thought that this match, Bronson Reed was gonna go over and get the W here, but Seth Rollins actually went over and got the W. He hit a curb stomp on the steel steps to Bronson Reed and hit a massive curb stomp from the top, and Seth Rollins walks away with the win. Also, Bronson Reed cut himself open the hard way. You can see he was busted open from like his to the top of his head or whatnot. But I guess the story of this match was that Seth Rollins, it took him like all this shit to throw out Bronson Reed for him to actually win this match. So I guess we're gonna get a second match. There's no doubt in my mind. Now, do I think that Bronson Reed losing here was the right move? That's up for debate. If it was me, I would have had Bronson easily squash Seth. That might have had Seth kind of look a little bad, but not a terrible match. But I kind of feel like Bronson should have went over here. Next, we got Nia Jax against Liv Morgan. And this match really kind of went short here. Of course, we got Judgment Day shenanigans, Liv and Raquel. Tiffany Stratton, of course, came out here. But like I said last night, I kind of figured that she wasn't going to cash in here tonight, just because it was so obvious how she made it seem last night that she was going to cash in here tonight. But regardless, Liv Morgan walks away with the win here, and she is the new Crown Jewel Women's Champion. Triple H came out here, gave her the title, celebrated with her. So she is the new Women's Crown Jewel Champion. Next we got Kevin Owens and Randy Orton, and for couple weeks now, Kevin Owens has been hyped up as sort of like this loose cannon type. Like, he's super dangerous now, and we don't want Randy Orton to get hurt in this match because he's so dangerous. And this wasn't even a match here tonight. One thing I do want to point out is that Kevin Owens came out with the Cowboy Bob Orton shirt. Kevin Owens has been trolling the hell out of everyone, wearing Dusty Rhodes shirts, Bob Orton shirts and whatnot. But this match, like I said, wasn't really a match. These guys brawled out all around the arena. This led to Kevin Owens performing a swanton, I believe, from the top of like some sort of railing onto like two tables that were conveniently placed together on Randy Orton. And you know, this was enough for the match to be called off. But like I said, I kind of figured that something like this was gonna happen, because you know, if you're hyping up Kevin Owens and if you're hyping him up saying that he's like this dangerous human being, and if you were to come in here and lose just to Randy Orton like nothing ever happened, then that would kind of hurt Kevin, you know, in the long run. So I kind of figured something like this would happen. So we'll have to see what happens on SmackDown this coming Friday. Next was LA Knight against Andrade against Carmelo Hayes. This was for the United States Championship. I thought this was a pretty good match. LA Knight ended up coming out with the victory here. Just going forward, I don't really know what we do with Carmelo and Andrade, because LA Knight has essentially beat both of them like twice at this point. So I don't know what happens there. I don't know where we go from there. But moving on, we had the main event, which was Cody Rhodes taking on Gunther. Now, I've said what I said about this story leading up to this match, but the match by itself, I never doubted was going to be a banger of a match, and we got that as well. A banger of a match here. The crowd was into it. Cody Rhodes and Gunther, it's impossible for these two guys to have a bad match, let alone a bad match together. But Cody Rhodes actually ended up coming away with the victory here. I really thought that Kevin Owens was going to get involved and, you know, inadvertently help Gunther pick up the W here against Cody. But what ended up happening was Cody Rhodes went for like a super cutter from the top rope, and Gunther caught him, sort of had him in a choke there. And Cody Rhodes used momentum and did the Bret Hart 1996 finish against Stone Cold, where he kind of rolled over and got like sort of a surprise pinfall. And 1, 2, 3, and Cody Rhodes is the new Crown Jewel Men's Champion. And like I said, this took me by surprise. I thought Gunther would come away with the win, but regardless, Cody Rhodes did come out with the win here. And then afterwards, Liv Morgan and Triple H came out with everybody else in the ring to kind of celebrate as the show went off the air. So overall, man, this was a great pay-per-view as far as wrestling. But overall, for a Saudi show, this was a pretty good pay-per-view. If I had to rate it, I would probably rate it like a B or so, a B minus, somewhere around that region. But yeah, man, let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know what predictions you got right and whatnot. And until next time, take care, y'all, and I'll see y'all later.